Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Good. 180. Last 50. You're not ready. You're not done.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, but it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
What? 180. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hard ball. Here we go.
On second and 11 now. Goff. They'll find Miller. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
180. Value 3. Value 3.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. It's caught by Aguilar. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you're the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Ebron's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Check 55 to Mike. Value 3. Value 3. Protein spill. 5. Hey, orbit.
On first down, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Larry Ogunjobi able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
And go. 180. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go. Please.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Check it backer. Slam. Safe.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That one into the hands of Kane. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Lefty.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Two jet. Check. Brixton, Travis. No. Off. Ramp. Check. Grip on 7.
Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
46 down, marathon 4. 52, right 52. Hey, come on.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Kamara. And an alley to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Sunday.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On 2nd and 12, Wentz, his throw incomplete. Kenny Golladay, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Check.
Now Wentz on third down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 25 on second down. Goff, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
180. He can't hang.
From the 50, it's gone. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Eric Ebron, 50 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check safety, check safety.
On play action, it's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Go. 280. You.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And taken right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running with Kamara. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 52 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. To throw, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. James has got it, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable for Thomas. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Goff on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alvin Kamara saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check out route.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Man 5-7.
Throwing is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Gone. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Merlin.
Goff now to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Super 66.
Out of the gun. Gone. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180. Great.
They'll run on 1st down. Logan. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Focus, defense, focus. Under 10. Sunday. Hey, Echo.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And that is incomplete here.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wentz now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
17 yards. And the First down.
Go. Louis!
Try to use the mic.
Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, first down, Packers. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check nickel. Check 26. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, empty. No.
Tighten up.
Push that.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the Wildcard game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
At the 43-yard line.
My 55.
Hey, wahoo!
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And Diggs has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Wentz. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On first down, Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run with Lindsey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing now is Wentz. And this is incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the kick by Butker is good. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Able to get away. Oh, fighting off the defender. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Kamara trying the right side. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike 51. Watch the play.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. 3rd
and long. It's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
36-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Super.
From the 36, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run by Lindsey.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's able to find Diggs. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down, Lindsey, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ram. 25, check 25. What's that?
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. T.J. Logan, 60 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
They'll run. This is Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A man who's been busy this afternoon is Kamara again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check 50.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
We got this.
41, Packers 20.